The date is Friday, January 16th, 1992. The time is 1:12 p.m. In case you're wondering why I did that, my camera is currently being serviced, and what you are seeing is being filmed with one of the cameras from the cable office, namely a Sony CCD V9 model of camcorder, which is no longer being manufactured, but nevertheless is a pretty damn good camera. 8mm, of course. Gee, that made a lot of difference, eh? The light. Welcome, Jason, to Video Letters to Jason 6. That's right, we're on number 6 already. A little past halfway to the big anniversary volume, namely number 10. At this point in time, I'm still waiting for Video Letter 2. Finally, Video Letters 3 and 4 have been mailed, as well as the Volume 4 preview tape and the Volume 3 and 4 soundtrack. So I hope you enjoy those. And Video Letter 5 is here. You recognize the command control joystick box with Video Letters to Jason 5 labeled on just about every side except the back, because I didn't want to mess up the things there in case you wanted to read it. I explained at the end of Video Letter 3 how I do this. Basically, I have everything on 8mm tape. A lot of the stuff I'm showing you, like I have it on 8mm tape, then just edit it directly onto your copy. Problem is, a lot of the stuff I show you is first on VHS, then I dub it to 8mm, and then back onto VHS onto your copy. That's how I dub. Problem is, in order to do that, I need the stereo cables. You know, the audio and video input and output cables. Usually red and white in color. Anyway, the output cables are the appropriate size on the camera I'm using now, but the input cables are different. I don't have cables for the inputs on it, so I won't be able to dub anything from VHS to 8mm for a while until I get my camera back. Thing is, I still want to work on this video letter. So what I'm going to do is basically just show you some stuff that I already have on 8mm tape. Until I can get my camera back. See, as I explained earlier, my camera had quite a number of things wrong with it. The eject was broken, it was ejecting too fast. As you know, 8mm cameras to eject nice and slowly and gently, so as not to jar the tape. Well, mine is going, so I'm sort of trying to spit the tape out at me, huck it at me across the room. So I'm having that repaired. Also, a lot of my tapes were being eaten by the camcorder, particularly when I would rewind a tape directly, like right from whenever a tape would reach the very end of the tape and I would rewind it from there. Sometimes it would chew up parts of the tape as it was rewinding. And once also, my Space Ace tape, as I explained to you in the previous video letter, I chewed it up and refused to let the tape go. I had to pry it out. I had to take the cover off the side of the eject panel and try to force the tape out. Gently, though. I did it. Somehow I managed to get it out and found out the tape was all mucked up, all wound up inside the machine. So I had to get it out. I managed to wind it back into the cassette. But suffice to say, I was having a lot of problems with it, and it's being repaired now, so hopefully within a couple of weeks I'll have it. So that's something I have on 8mm tape, the Video Toaster version 2 demo. Oh, by the way, what'd you think of the opening title sequence? At the time of this introduction, when I'm recording this, the opening titles still haven't been completed. But so far it's taken, 3 days to animate. Like 3 full 8-hour working days. Working non-stop on it to animate the whole thing. But I've been wanting to do a really awesome looking computer animated title sequence for a video letter for a while. So I did one. That was using Deluxe Paint 3, a very nice animation program. I can only do 2D animation, like, The video toaster, though, once we get that completely up and running with all the necessary gadgets one has to attach to it. In order for the video toaster to be fully operational, for example, to record and play back, or to play back and record 3D animation with the video toaster, you need what they call a single frame controller. It costs about $200. No, it costs about $300 or $400 actually. Anyway, you get one of those and it lets you record and play back animation. And 3D animation is a lot less time consuming to do than the deluxe paint stuff, because the deluxe paint stuff I was doing basically a frame at a time. And it was, for example, all those advancing star rings or shimmer rings, whatever you want to call them, in the second part of the title sequence, where the musical, the really upbeat musical sound effects was happening. That one, every single ring that advanced towards the viewer, I had to animate individually. And there's, I think, 82 rings there. And each one took somewhere around 5 minutes total to animate a full sequence of the ring advancing all the way, like full sequence of the ring. It took about 5 minutes to animate. So you multiply that by 82 and that's how long total it took to do. And of course there's additional time in between setting up each sequence. You know, it was easy to do, granted. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's just it was very long and tedious. But I'm sure you'll agree the end result was quite nice. So hopefully in the future, if we can get the video toaster up and running, or if I can get my own, which I'm hoping, Amiga with video toaster version 2 and all the necessary attachments. You need some other gadgets. You need a single frame controller. You also need a sync generator, which allows you to use more than one camera for input. You can switch back and forth between them. And you also need a time-based corrector if you want to manipulate any images or use any images that are on videotape. What the time-based corrector does is synchronizes the video signal with the computer, basically. And you need those three things in order to make the video toaster fully functional. So I'm hoping I'll get my camera back, getting back to what I was saying before. I'm hoping to get my camera back before too long so that I'll be able to continue doing the Saga of Selkirk, because all the footage I'm using for the Saga of Selkirk is on, well, most of it anyway, is on VHS, so I have to dub it to 8mm. I edit it on the 8mm and then dub it onto VHS, final copy, which is what you get. But the problem is, until I get my own camera back, I won't be able to do that. So until then, I'll just have to show you stuff that I have on 8mm tape. So first up, I guess I'll show you the Video Toaster 2 demo. It's pretty wicked. Well, there you have it. Not bad, eh? Pretty damn good. Now, in case you're wondering what the big hoo-ha about ray tracing is, ray tracing basically, as you probably gathered from the 3D objects at the end there, ray tracing allows you to do professional quality computer animation. It's what the pros use to get that nice clean edge, like perfect spheres and nice reflective surfaces and realistic looking water ripples and mountain range surfaces, or anything basically, whatever you want. Ray tracing can do and make it look good. Ray tracing is a process which uses the idea, which works, it's some complex process that uses the theory, or that's based around the theory of tracing a ray of light. Like you have light sources that you position when you're doing 3D animation, and you have the light shining from a particular source, and that's the basis upon which the shininess of the surface is based. Also the glossiness of the surface is a factor in that. Anyway, what ray tracing does is it traces, like it follows the ray of light as if it were an actual floodlight, and according to how you've programmed in how intense you want the light and so forth, various factors. It traces it as if it were an actual floodlight and how it would affect a true object, kind of thing. It's kind of hard to explain, kind of hard to grasp, I guess. I mean, I don't fully understand it myself. I don't know, maybe you do. If you do, tell me. Basically, the whole point behind it is it gives your animations that really clean look to them, like really clean, slick, professional look. And that's what I want. And that's what you can expect to see in future video letters, for sure. Without question, I'm going to do lots of wicked 3D animated title sequences for this video letter. And some 3D music videos as well, I'm sure. So you can look forward to that. Don't ask me when. It may be 6 months to a year off yet. I don't know. but we'll see. So you can look forward to that. Next up, Nintendo games. The date is Thursday, January 16th. The time is 1:12. Wait a minute. The date is Friday, January 16th, 1992. The time...